time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Black 22. Black 27. You're not ready. You're not ready.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Winston. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie. A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And it's taken in at the 9. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 18 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Lawrence. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
X3, 218, jump. Hey, Delta.
On first and 10, Lawrence caught by Allen. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 45 yards. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
Back to throw. Lawrence escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
That's the way.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Hunt. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Hunt is unable to get in on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Gallman will run it. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Gallman. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Gallman. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He's got his tight end fan. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And he's He's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Gallman. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun, Winston. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Check. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Certainly appeared like they had a great chance of that turning into a touchdown, but maybe led him just a bit too much.
Yeah, out of the back of the end zone. That's tough on a 5. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. This defense, tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 3rd down. Lawrence got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
70, Indy.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence He's going to air, and this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Winston now. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. 30. 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
We got 4. We got 4. Hey, wahoo! 45. My head.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
22's coming. 22's coming. Mike. I'm coming for you, Mike. Mike 22. Come on. 5.
They're going to try and throw. Well, this is caught by Jackson. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. I'm coming after you. Hey, Haywood. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45. Ready.
To throw again. Lawrence going deep hit, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. The intended receiver there, Allen. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jameis to throw it. That's complete to Goldman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And it's complete to Jeffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it?
We now proceed to the start of the second half. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guy.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, L.A. Kareem Hunt. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half.
And Winston lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance.
And he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They start on the ground with Gallman, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Winston, and he'll hit Jeffrey complete. There he goes left side, and all the way home for a Bronco score. Alshon Jeffrey, his second touchdown on the season, and the Broncos get a bit closer. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big 30-yard play on third. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. Got a man open. It's Ross. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Winston. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The 1st down throw for Winston. Got an open man. It's Fumagala. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Denver has the 1st down. The play going for 15 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the air again with Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jameis again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Wayne Goldman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. Let's see if he can do it. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
Mike 22 is coming, 22 is coming, Mike.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Hey, I-7. Snap.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Go. Motion. Hey. 22's coming, Mike.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teachers feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Hey,
The Broncos on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Winston. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Check, 47. Rip left. Mike.
Hey, exit.
Mike.
Hey.
Here we go. Check 3.
Go.
On 1st down, Hunt. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run again with Hunt. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Nice, sweetheart.
Hey, orbit.
Check Mike 45.
From the gun, Lawrence. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Now Winston on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it looks like the Chargers are going to win this thing.
Come on, set. 10-2 start.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for our visitors, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Y'all already know what time it is, playing skills, you did, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the wrist, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They say you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist, my bitch you wanna be famous, They Ella they made us, you know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, you be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist.
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then he with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give me.